with Mario Lopez.
Yeah, I'm Mario Lopez. Joining me now on Zoom, singer and former Idol runner-up David Archuleta. Welcome to the show, man.
Hey, thanks for having me. Good to see you.
Nice to see you too. So I know you were hanging at Coachella weekend one. Was that your first
Sure
time at
was.
Coachella, or have you been there before?
That was my first time, and I had a
Okay.
blast.
Okay, you had a good time. Did it exceed expectations? Was it worse than you thought? Give me a report.
It exceeded expectations for me
Ooh.
because all these people kept saying, "Oh, the lineup's not as good. It's not as good this year." I'm like, "What the hell are people talking about? This was amazing." I I saw Victoria Monet, Thames, Renee Rapp brought out Kesha, which was really fun. No Doubt, Sublime.
Pretty cool lineup.
Bizarrap brought out Shakira. I was like, hell yeah. Young Miko. It was amazing.
And how was I'm always curious about the bathroom situation. How was the bathroom situation? Were you able to go and not stand in line for an hour? And because that's
Yeah,
important to me.
no problems with the
Really?
bathrooms. Yeah.
Oh well, then this is not as bad as I thought. Okay, well, we got that out.
Yeah, it was people are like, oh, it's gonna be so crowded. I mean, but I have been going to a lot of EDM festivals over the last year. So I think I was like used to that kind of climate environment already.
Right.
And so I felt at home. It was
Okay. Good
fun.
for you. Well, you're returning to American Idol tonight to perform your new single. How you feeling?
I'm feeling great. I'm excited it's been like over a decade since I've sung one of my own songs on Idol, so this will be really fun.
And I can't believe it's been 16 years since you originally competed. What's the one memory that sticks out the most?
Oh gosh. I would say probably singing Imagine because that was the one that the most people come up to me and still talk about. Like I didn't realize how big of a moment it would be. I literally thought I was going to be voted off that week because it was 70s week. Everyone was singing disco and rock songs. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm going to put everyone to sleep. But it ended up being what stuck with people the most.
Have you stayed in contact with anyone during that time?
Yeah, I still talk to David Cook, Brooke White.
Nice.
I just saw Paula Abdul recently. We were doing TikToks together.
Oh, nice.
I did a tribute for her. She won an Ally Award at the Queerty Awards, and I surprised her with a medley of her songs, and I even learned her choreo and everything. It was really fun.
Hey, all right, man.
She's
Well,
so sweet.
she is very sweet. The new single is Held Together. What inspired this song?
Yeah, held together. It was based off a text I got from my mom actually, because we grew up super devout to our faith. We grew up as Mormons, Latter-day Saints, and I left. I came out as queer. I tried to stay true to my faith and my religion, but it just got to a point where I'm like, you know what, this is too much. I'm just gonna step away. And then People magazine announced it. I wasn't expecting them to. They did. And I was just like, oh shoot, I didn't hear from my mom for like 3 days. I'm like, she's pissed. And then I finally get a text from her and she said, hey, I'm stepping away from the church as well. And I was like, what? Like my jaw just dropped. And I was like, what do you mean? And she said, I don't want to be somewhere where my children don't feel loved and accepted. And if you're going to hell, then we're all going to hell with you. And I was really touched by it. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna write a song about that. So I did, and it's held together.
And Held Together. Well, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Beautiful gesture there from mom. Um, is this
Yeah.
part of an album possibly, or you have other music in the works, or we don't know yet?
Possibly. I'm actually about to release another song. I plan on so I'm releasing new music. Whether it's an EP or an album, I haven't decided yet, but I am writing a lot and excited to get this next song. Held Together, I felt like was a more triumphant song. Like, okay, hey, I'm moving forward, and if we're going to hell, we're going to hell together. This next one is like a little more depressing. Maybe not depressing, but it's more like vulnerable. I wrote it before I wrote Held Together, so it's more in my feels and like insecurities and all that. But I still really like the song and wanted people to hear it. So
Good for you. You thinking about any live shows? You're going to be performing over the summer?
I will be doing some Pride events. I'm going to like Wisconsin. Oh, well, actually, I don't know if they've been announced yet. So, um, but I will be doing some Pride shows and looking forward to that. I've done 2 Prides ever. Like I've only attended and performed at 2 Pride events, and I'm excited to do more. It's a new thing for me, so I really enjoy it.
And you're also working on a memoir, correct?
I am, yeah.
Fun.
Working on a book. I'm like working on it today. Like been writing. It's hard. Like sometimes you're just like, oh gosh, like this is I'm not a writer, like
Right.
a book writer. And so it's like, oh my gosh, how do you stay focused to write hundreds of pages? But I do work with an editor. She lets me write everything. I'm like, let me do it by myself because I was inspired by my friend. Do you know Jeanette McCurdy? She wrote I'm Glad My Mom Died. She
No.
was like, we were talking about life, and she's like, have you thought about writing a book? I was like, well, I have. And she's like, I want to connect you with my book, my people. They're amazing. I think you need to write a book. And I was like, okay. And so now I work with the team she worked with. They're amazing, mainstay. And Jeanette wrote her book herself. So I was like, okay, I'm going to do the same. And it's hard, but I feel like it's been really worth it. I'm already like on chapter 23 right now. And it's been good. It was hard to start it though.
Yeah.
But I almost gave up. I was like, screw this. I'm not going to do it anymore.
You gotta see it through. I'm sure it's both fun and therapeutic.
It
So
is.
congrats on that, man. Listen,
Thank you. Have you done one?
I have, as a matter of fact,
Oh my gosh.
did a memoir.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm a
I
little
should read.
though, but you should give it a read.
Do you have an audio? Do you have an audio book of it?
I do. I do.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
I do.
I've been listening to a couple. I listen to Jeanette's too while I read it because it helps me focus. I have such a hard time focusing. So if I
Okay,
listen to it, then I can read it. And
check it out. And next time I see you, I'm gonna ask you what's up.
okay, what's a book called?
Just between us.
Just Between Us. Okay, sweet.
Between us. Okay. Okay. Nice talking to you, brother. Nice talking to you.
Good to talk to you too.
Congrats on everything. And listen, you can watch David perform Held Together tonight on American Idol. Dave, thanks for hanging out today.
Thank you. Thanks for having me, Mario.
On with Mario Lopez.